Hi there, how are you? We hope you have enjoyed our two-day Host Pick extravaganza. What better way to finish off the celebrations? The final hour of this day is one of our very favorite people here at HSN. He is our health and wellness expert. He brings us the world's finest vitamins, and so I feel like this is my Host Vitamin Pick show coming up. So how about that? You're our grand finale, Andrew Lessman.
I'm the grand finale.
You're the grand finale.
Okay, good. Well, that means I don't come back tomorrow?
No. It's just be one big, long
finale.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good.
Because it is Andrew's 21st birthday.
Thank you. I've been telling people that for years. It's my 21st birthday. I could go out, maybe have a glass of wine after, because it's my 21st birthday.
And maybe
finally.
somebody will card you.
I've been waiting
you'll be legal.
for decades to be able to celebrate a 21st birthday again. So,
okay, all right.
But on that note, we just have the graphics up. We have two Today Specials at midnight.
We do.
We have the Ultimate Friendly Flora, which is 5 times the potency of our normal Friendly Flora, and not 5 times the price. The savings is incredible. We'll show that later. And we'll talk about how Friendly Flora isn't quite what everyone talks about. That Friendly Flora really is something quite remarkable when you think about these are organisms that actually outnumber the cells in our body that have been with us since the beginning of time, but aren't really with us anymore because of the way we've changed so much about the way we live, the way we eat, how we exist. So we'll talk about that at midnight, why this ingredient never was essential before. It just was always around us and always part of us, literally part of us, but not really part of us anymore. So that's an important conversation at midnight.
Can't wait. So that's a really special offer on the Ultimate Friendly Flora, so watch for that. But as Andrew said, we have 2 awesome Today Specials. The next one is resveratrol. For our Today Special, it's actually 4 products in one. It is an unbelievable offer on the resveratrol we're going to be talking about.
This we haven't done as a Today Special.
That's right.
And this is our resveratrol, which when we introduced resveratrol, a 360 capsule supply of resveratrol alone was $200. Today for $99.90, and I think the normal price today is $169.90.
Yep.
So today for just $99.90, you're getting the same amount of resveratrol, plus you're getting our green tea standardized for EGCG, plus you're getting our 40/40 standardization for pomegranate, plus you're also getting our 100 milligrams of grapeseed extract as well, standardized for polyphenol. So it's the best value you're ever going to find in anti-aging ingredients, and that will also be at midnight. So it was a toss-up between the two. And then I figured, well, let's not just do resveratrol, let's do all of those. And let's just not do Ultimate Friendly Flora, let's do the resveratrol blend and Ultimate Friendly Flora.
It's pretty fun. So 2 great products. We'll talk all about it at midnight. You're welcome to order early, but stick around because that at under $100 for the large one in both of those choices is an amazing value. So anyway, stick around for that. One of the ways we always like to kick off a variety hour, and that's what it is with Andrew Lessman. Some of our favorite products are in this hour. But this is a product we'd like to include in the evening like this because a lot of you are starting to think about going to bed in the next, hour or 2. And how many of you are gonna have trouble falling asleep? I think it becomes an issue for a lot of people. Getting a good night's sleep is essential to having good health. And if you have trouble falling asleep, this is your product. It is a natural product. It naturally and gently helps you fall asleep. It's not a drug, of course. You don't wake up with a hangover, so you feel amazing and refreshed. And the most important thing is that you get that great night's sleep. So let me show you what the choices are because we have everything special priced. It is, I know that, we're joking that Andrew's 21st birthday, it's his 21st anniversary at HSN. And so because of that, everything is special anniversary pricing. For example, this has a 60, a 180, or a 360 choice. Here is the regular HSN pricing. Here's what we're doing today for Andrew's anniversary. So it's $30, $15, or $6 off, which is great. So to get 360 capsules for $69.90 is fantastic.
And because this is a variety show, we try to stay disciplined to the timing for all the products. We're not going to have as much time for this as I would have liked. So we'll try to cover this again, I think either on Sunday night or we're going to do a Monday night show, which is really going to be a question and answer show. And there's a lot of questions about sleep. So we'll try to talk about this briefly again on Monday night perhaps. But
if there's any left, there's not a lot of this.
And that's another point. We just have a few hundred available in each size. This is a product that what we've tried to do with this product is create a product that delivers the tools to return to you the ability to go to sleep and stay asleep, but never have a hangover, never have that post the following morning never feel as though you took something the night before. You should simply feel refreshed. And the way this is designed, we specifically selected the botanicals, 5 different botanicals, and we delivered levels of our melatonin, but a slightly lower level of melatonin, because I think folks use too much melatonin, which then you shut down your body's own ability to produce melatonin. In fact, melatonin's the most affordable part of this formula. The real investment are in the botanicals, and that's really what makes this product work as well as it does.
There we go. Okay, if you'd like it, again, 3 choices, a few hundred only in each choice. If you've never tried it, you should try it. If you're running low, this is the perfect time to stock up. But we're gonna scoot along. As Andrew said, we have a lot packed into this 1-hour special. And so far be it for me to ever get long-winded and goof up our timing.
Never.
Never.
Because I never do.
So I'm going to stay on point, try to stay on point, because Stephen over there runs a tight ship. So,
Yes.
but we do want to share that we have a couple more things we want to talk about. One is our monthly special. You may have seen the special that we're running on HSN throughout the month. This is the Calcium Magnesium Intensive Care. This is an incredible product. People love it. It's a huge customer pick. We all need to be taking our calcium. This is the best calcium to take, period. So you have lots of choices here for, but you have a 60.
We have two monthly specials.
I know, you're right.
So
this
we
is
have
just one of
we
them,
have the
right?
Calcium Magnesium Intensive Care, and then in a moment, we'll talk about the vitamin K2,
You got
MK7.
it.
Something I've been trying to popularize, the vitamin K2, for close to a decade. And finally, I think you're going to start seeing it perhaps in supermarkets and discount stores, which is a wonderful thing, because it means all this education, because it is such an important product, is finally paying off. So we'll start with the Calcium Magnesium Intensive Care here.
So it's a 60, a 250, a 500, or a 1,000 count. So those are the 4 choices for you. Here's the regular pricing. Here, look at the anniversary pricing. Huge savings and across the board, really. But obviously, if you order the largest one, and we always encourage you, whenever possible, to order the largest size, because that's clearly where you're going to get the biggest savings. And this is a product you're going to want to take every single day. And I know most of us who take this, I've been taking this ever since I've started working with Andrew. I've been taking his calcium products, so I'm going back, he's been here 21 years. And a lot of us just rely on this because we know the importance of taking calcium. The problem with calcium is if you're taking the wrong calcium, it's hard on your stomach, it's hard to digest, you don't get the health benefits because it's not digesting properly. It's like a rock in your stomach. This is not that. These are small capsules, they're easy to swallow, they instantly dissolve. They don't repeat on you. It's all the things that if you ever had a bad experience taking calcium, this is the most wonderful calcium to take. And of course, it has all the health benefits. And it's important that you take calcium and magnesium together, right?
Yeah, we have a product called Calcium Intensive Care. Depending on what your doctor might recommend, and certainly taking calcium as a supplement is something that's been recommended, we need to ensure that we have the calcium and the calcium magnesium that our bones require. And as we get older, it's something that is not just important for women, but also important for men. The problem with calcium is it's just very difficult to tolerate on a digestive level. On a gastric level, it tends to upset our stomach. Technically, scientifically, calcium and magnesium are considered metals. We wouldn't normally contemplate swallowing metals, partly because metals tend to not be all that soluble. And that's part of the problem with calcium and magnesium. Their limited solubility means they're hard to make beneficial. Also, it means it's going to easily upset your stomach if it's in a rock-hard tablet. We deliver it as an ultrafine powder in a capsule, so it's not going to upset your stomach, so it's going to be ultra-soluble, and it's going to benefit you. The second point that's important, if we want to switch now to our vitamin K2, MK7, and both of these products are virtually perfectly reviewed. The Calcium Magnesium Intensive Care, I think, is 4.7 stars or thereabouts.
Yes, it is 4.7. You have, I mean, gosh, out of 645 reviews, over 600 of those are excellent reviews.
Right. So for a calcium product to be almost perfectly reviewed is quite an accomplishment. But the vitamin K2 MK7, something I've been talking about for almost a decade, this is an ingredient that is now finally getting the attention it requires. I think part of the reason why there was a misconception that vitamin K2 is the same as vitamin K1. Vitamin K1 is all about clotting, and it's about the clotting function of our body. In fact, that's where the K comes from, the word for clotting or coagulation in German. So that's where vitamin K1 comes from. But vitamin K2, very different. And the role that vitamin K2 plays is to ensure that the calcium we take in, So we get more benefit from less calcium. It ensures that the calcium we take in goes to the bones and stays in the bones, and that the calcium we take in doesn't go to other parts of our body where it could be involved in a process that's not a good process called calcification, like the calcification we wouldn't want to have happen to our arteries. In fact, research on vitamin K2 has shown that those supplementing K2 have more resilient and flexible arteries, which is something that all of us want to have as we get older.
Absolutely. I should point out, if you'd like to pick that up, I'll show you the choices. Again, this is limited. There's only a couple thousand bottles total left. This is a really exciting monthly special that we're doing for the month of October. 30, 60, 180, or 360. Here is the everyday great HSN pricing. Here's the pricing for Andrew's anniversary visit. So you're saving $50, $25, $11, or $7. So if you'd like to try the vitamin K2 MK7, this is a perfect day to do it. If you are already taking it, stock up today. I mean, I take one of these a day. Do you recommend one or two?
100 micrograms. We started with 50 micrograms. So this is an even better value. This is the 100 microgram. Also, for those of you whose doctors might recommend more, 200 micrograms, we also make a 200 microgram. I take 100. 100 is the perfect level. At 50, I was taking 2 daily, which is the reason why I created the 100 microgram. And also, doctors familiar with my company had recommended that we make a 100 and a 200. And so that's what we do. So and what's wonderful now is it's one of those ingredients that doctors are now recognizing. You're going to hear doctors recommending it. It's something that's become part of a health and wellness conversation. And if you care about your skeleton, if you care about heart health and arterial health, even if you don't supplement calcium, that means you're getting adequate calcium, or hopefully you're getting adequate calcium from your diet. It still means that you need to make sure that calcium stays in your bones and doesn't end up where you don't want it to be. And that's what vitamin K2 MK7 does. It's another wonderful, important part of the Asian diet. That's where we learned about this ingredient, from the Japanese diet.
Is that interesting?
Yes.
You know, it's fascinating when you start learning about the various ingredients from different parts of the world. And I always am amazed at how, when you start educating us about these things, because that's what this is. This is the greatest health and wellness classroom in the world. And when you start learning about the health benefits, and it excites you when you are taking these products, and if you aren't, you know that there are natural answers to help issues that people all over America are dealing with.
And what's fascinating, I mean, this is a very important ingredient. For almost a decade, I've been talking about it. You won't find it, if you looked over the last 10 years, you're not going to find it in supermarkets. You're not going to find it in say, discount stores. You won't find it in pharmacies. And only recently did it start to appear in health food stores. And now it's starting to appear elsewhere. But again, where my information originates is in the science, and our products are based on the science. I think the information of the products we see from companies typically in the mass market, as they call it, supermarkets and pharmacies and discount stores, it's what's already out there. It's just rehashing what's been done for decades. And an important ingredient like this will take sometimes a couple of decades before it will reach the consumers who should be getting it long before it finally arrives.
And by the way, if you want the largest 360 size, we're down to fewer than 1,000 of those. So we're down into the hundreds here. So whichever one you're thinking about, you know what you just made me think of? You made me think of coenzyme Q10. When you started talking about it 21 years ago, nobody had...
No. I started talking about CoQ10 in 1984.
Wow.
I started talking about CoQ10 33 years ago. I brought it to television
so on TV,
20 years ago on television.
20 years ago on television.
Yep.
And back then, nobody knew anything about it.
No. And
it did take a couple years before, probably not unlike this ingredient, that now people are recognizing the importance of taking it.
And I've, over the years gotten praise from cardiologists and doctors saying without my having provided the information, they wouldn't have known about it as soon. Their patients had brought it to their attention.
Right.
So it's something that we might be on TV and on a shopping network, but I'm making sure that you're getting reliable information about important ingredients. And now, you don't have to get my vitamin K2 MK7, but we all have calcium in our bodies. We want it to stay in our bones and not in our arteries. So it's something that you need to consider, even if it's not mine.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to scoot. If you're on the phone or on hsn.com ordering, Thank you very much. Remember, 2 big Today specials coming up at midnight. That is in about 45 minutes.
And by the way, the vitamin K2 MK7, that's it wasn't a Today special this year. It should be. And our pricing for a monthly special is really the equivalent of a Today special pricing.
Absolutely. Okay, next up, if you would love to try an Andrew Lessman product, if you have a loved one that does not take vitamins, you'd love to get a spouse started, you'd love to get a son or daughter going on a vitamin, but they only want to take one thing a day. Unlike a lot of us who take multiple things throughout the day, this is the one capsule that has you covered with all of the essential vitamins and nutrients that you need, and we have it at a very special price today. It's called Essential One. All you need is one a day to get you wonderful health benefits. So I'm going to walk you through what the choices are real quickly here. If you're taking this already, people love this product, by the way. It's a huge customer pick. There are over 3,100 reviews on this product. The average out of 5 is 4.7. So people love, love, love this. You decide the size, a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360. You can see here's the everyday pricing. Look at for the anniversary, $40, $28, or $5 off. Free shipping and handling. Flex pay is available on the larger sizes. And of course, the key to this is that there's a lot of vitamin companies out there and vitamins that say all you have to do is take one a day. When you compare what's in Andrew's one capsule to what's in their Hard Rock tablet, you will be, it's kind of mind-boggling when you see how little ingredients of each of these essential vitamins and nutrients are in their product, and how can that really benefit you? Andrew goes by the research, and he puts the ingredients of each item, of each thing that we actually need to get the benefits that we're trying to achieve.
And not just the research, but the science. We look at in the research of the science, but also looking at what as consumers we're seeking. So if consumers are seeking a high potency vitamin D separately or a high potency vitamin B12 separately, and if I could put those into my multivitamin and eliminate the need for taking them separately, then that's a great thing. That's why my multivitamin starts off with 2,000 IU of vitamin D3. So you get your foundational level of vitamin D3. If you got vitamin D with my CoQ10, you get to the level that I think the perfect level for vitamin D is really somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000. If you're a little overweight, probably a bit more like 5,000, because vitamin D gets trapped in your body fat, which lowers the levels in your body. But what I did here, while Colleen was talking, I was having a little fun.
Oh, you were making a little rainbow.
Exactly. So it kind of starts with red, orange, yellow, green. There's no blue. Green and kind of indigo, sort of violet. But those are all artificial colors. And most people don't consider artificial colors healthy. If you look at the healthy grocery stores out there, I think like Whole Foods and things, one of their rules is no artificial colors get in the store.
Right.
So to think that all the standard mass market multivitamins, the most popular vitamins in America, probably, I wouldn't doubt it if it's the world, they use artificial colors. And I can't believe when I first was on television, 27 years ago, I talked about that. And I hoped that by emphasizing that, in no time at all, they would go away. And here we are 27 years later, and the most popular multivitamins in America still have artificial colors. And I can't imagine anyone at home who takes any of those, if I said, do you need to have those artificial colors in there? You'd say, gosh, no. Why? Not at all. It's not, I mean, if you're eating M&Ms or candy or confections, okay, maybe pretty colors make them attractive, but I don't think we needed a multivitamin. In fact, I think it contradicts the very purpose for a multivitamin. So to kind of sum it up, what makes my product different, first of all, is we give you more of what you want, so you get to save money, and then we don't give you the things you don't want, like artificial colors or an upset stomach or difficult swallowing. And with my product, it's pretty boring. I'm going to open up one of our capsules. I'll just empty it on top of theirs. It's an ultrafine powder.
Right.
A lot of powder, but it's just a capsule. As you can see, it's just a two-piece capsule with an ultrafine powder. That powder, like our calcium magnesium, that powder dissolves instantly. So without dissolving, you can't absorb these things. So those rocks, they need to disintegrate, they need to dissolve, their granules need to break down, or you're not benefiting from them. And it's no wonder why it's a bit of an unpredictable event when you swallow one of those rocks and hope that it's not going to be difficult to swallow, that it's not going to upset your stomach, that it's fully going to disintegrate and dissolve, to give you the benefits you seek. And that's, I mean, why should it be so complex? I mean, the vitamins that are in, vitamins and minerals that are in a product like that, when a manufacturer, when we get them delivered to our factory, or when we make any ingredients ourselves, they're in a powder. So to make a tablet, you're kind of undoing the easiest way to deliver it. So we start with a powder, we finish with a powder, and you get the benefits of a powder.
Exactly. And the only reason the other guys do the tablets is because it's less expensive to make it that way. And it's as simple as that. So if you are already a fan, perfect day to stock up. If you know you need to be taking a multivitamin, and most doctors recommend now that we need to be taking multivitamins because we aren't getting the proper vitamins and nutrients in the average American diet. So because of that, this is the world's finest multivitamin. It does not get better. It is absolutely the best of the best. Everything is pure, everything is natural. As we said, easy to swallow, doesn't upset your stomach. They're absolutely nothing artificial in these, no fillers, nothing like that. No gums or glues or artificial colors like the other ones that they have to put all that stuff in there to press them and glue them together. I mean, it really kind of, it seems like a lot more work to make the tablet. But as you said, it's actually cheaper to do a tablet, and that's why they do it.
Gosh, yeah. I mean, the empty capsule itself probably costs more than making the entire tablet.
Oh, geez.
Because all a tablet is, you take, first of all, when you look at my products, that which I emptied there, that powder, that's all vitamins and minerals and lutein, zeaxanthin, all the carotenoids, lycopene, everything you want. Just the beneficial active ingredients. That's it. That's all. Whereas when you look at their products, it's a long list of other things. And if you think vitamins and minerals just naturally stick together, no, they do not. The only way they stick together is they literally use glues to glue those granules together. Then they coat it so it looks all nice and shiny, and they use colors, so it's a pretty color. In fact, they go so far on some of these, I could probably see if I could break one of these open. They go so far as to color the inside different than the outside. Huh. So you actually have, and you can see that has sort of a bluish tinge, as does this. Wow. So you can see there, maybe it's something they like to do. So you have the reddish color on the outside, a bluish color on the inside. Why do you have to color the inside? No one's going to see the inside. I mean, I say this facetiously, but it's almost ridiculous. It's kind of silly.
It's kind of insulting to our intelligence, right?
Well, you'd think, and maybe because you look at some of these products and their colors are the same as they were when I was a little child, and sadly that wasn't that recent, but it hasn't changed. And I think nowadays, with our aversion to artificial colors and artificial additives, you'd think that a vitamin, the sole purpose for taking a multivitamin is our health, our well-being. You'd think that would have been the first place those artificial colors would have disappeared, especially with all the science and research pointing to the fact that we should not be consuming them. So again, it's my products, most importantly, when you invest in my products, you get more of what you want. If you read the reviews on my products, this Essential 1, it's a high potency multivitamin, but you won't find reviews that talk about stomach upset or difficulty swallowing. It's almost, again, it's almost a perfectly reviewed product if you look at the reviews.
It is. If you have a minute, 2,649 of the 3,000 plus reviews are perfect 5-star. So to get an average on a multivitamin of 4.7 out of perfect 5, it is truly an excellent vitamin. I would think you'd be hard-pressed to find any other multivitamin that could even compare to this one.
There's nothing like it. And again, we don't pull out the bad reviews, yet over 80% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. You add the 4-star reviews in and you're over 90%. What multivitamin has those kinds of reviews? Most of us kind of tolerate a multivitamin. We grin and bear it. Our doctor told us we have to take it. So we just kind of deal with it, and it's not very pleasant. This product, the reviews read, as we often say, they read almost like love letters. It's just truly a product that once, it often takes seeing me several times before someone decides, okay, I'm just going to try it just so I could send it back. And by the way, everything we talk about tonight, not only does it come with a money-back guarantee, but it comes with a money-back guarantee until January 31st.
Correct.
So you get a full, really, what is it, over 3 months?
3.5 months.
Yep.
3.5-month money-back guarantee because it's holiday shopping season. So this is the best time to try this product. You're getting an excellent anniversary price. The flex pay's there, the free shipping's there, and we've extended the return policy. We'll give you plenty time to see how much you're actually going to love taking this product. But we're going to keep moving because we're already, my goodness, almost only 30 minutes or so away from our new day and our new Today Special, which is actually two. I love when Andrew does this because he couldn't decide which product. They're both so important. He decided, let's do 2 Today Specials. So coming up at midnight, 2 incredible products. One we've never done before, a formula you've never seen before in resveratrol, plus the ultimate friendly flora. 2 very exciting products at midnight.
And I base those Today Specials on your requests. So we have Ultimate Friendly Flora, of course, one of our most popular products, and resveratrol, one of our most popular products, one of our most popular Today Specials. But rather than just make it resveratrol, I picked a great Today Special price for resveratrol. Then I added the 3 other anti-aging ingredients that are right up there in popularity, certainly the green tea with our resveratrol. So you get the best value possible. I think, I said the other night, I think the normal price on that would be about $300 for the separate products, but I was incorrect. It's $350, and today it's $99.
Wow, okay, so we'll be talking about that coming up. Next up, we're gonna talk about omega-3. This is another one of Andrew's most popular selling products. This is truly remarkable. It's the maximum essential omega-3, and the reason it's remarkable is, first of all, it's the world's finest fish oil product. It is not fishy. Not fishy. When you take this, you will never get a fishy aftertaste when you take this product. I know that's counterintuitive, but you watch and read, again, thousands of perfect 5-star reviews on this product. People love this, literally thousands of perfect on a fish oil product. So if you've ever had a bad experience with fish oil,
it's almost the same number of reviews.
Isn't that amazing?
And proportions as Essential One.
It is.
That's kind of funny.
It is.
That was about 2,500
out
of a little more than 3,000.
Yep.
Again, over 80% of the reviews are perfect 5-star reviews. Yep. And this is an omega-3 product. I mean, I never would have thought I could make an omega-3 product that is going to be well over 90% positively reviewed. And my apologies, this is a bit of a variety show, so we're moving through products quickly. But I want to make sure that if it's time to reorder, that you reorder at the anniversary pricing, because that's when the savings are the best. But our omega-3, if you just want to try an omega-3, maybe just to prove that they're all created equal, you'll find out that they're not. That this is unlike any omega-3 product you've ever tried. If you really look at the science and the details of it, it's truly unique because it's higher in DHA than EPA. It's in its natural triglyceride form. Most omega-3s are not. But most importantly, it's a small capsule instead of an enormous capsule. And that small capsule delivers more omega-3 than that enormous capsule you'd see in a grocery store. No fishy aftertaste, no upset stomach. It will just be a piece of cake. You'll fall in love, of all things, with an omega-3 product.
Exactly. Let me show you what the choices are real quickly, by the way. More than 10,000 of these have been ordered. There's a couple thousand bottles left, so we wanted to get it in here for anybody who hasn't had the chance to order. This is, by the way, Andrew's final day, coming up, final day of his anniversary visit, to give you guys a heads up. 30, 60, 180, 360 cap. Here is the regular pricing. Here's the savings. Wow, $60 off that 360. If you need to stock up, this is a great day to do it because you're saving another $60 and you'll get it home. That if you take 1 a day, that's almost a year. I actually take 2 a day of this product. It's up to you. And on days when I eat fish, I don't. I just take 1.
And one really, you could take one, and the typical omega-3 that people take one is about 300 milligrams of omega-3s. And it's the wrong balance. Ours is the right balance, giving you more DHA, and it's 500. So that typical omega-3 capsule, that's a typical size. Look at mine. Whoops, let's put them right next to each other.
Look at that.
The little one next to it contains 50% more omega-3s. The little one next to it is in its natural form. And that's, again, the funny thing is, when you get higher quality, natural triglyceride form omega-3, and you think it's higher concentration, which we use, that's how we get more in a small capsule, you think, oh, that's gonna be worse on my stomach. No, it's a higher quality ingredient. It's not a commodity ingredient. It's actually easier on your stomach. In fact, it will pose no issues whatsoever to your stomach, none. And it will have no fishy aftertaste. You will never have an opportunity to enjoy an omega-3 product like this anywhere else. And it truly is unique. And again, you have a money-back guarantee for 3.5 months to find out just how special it is.
Absolutely. If you have a minute to, go read the reviews on hsn.com. You will see how people really do rave about this product. So we're going to wrap it up for now. If you're ordering any of the sizes, thank you so much. You can log on to hsn.com. You can call our toll-free number. The larger ones are always on FlexPay. Everything, as I said, is free shipping and handling. And the anniversary pricing is irresistible. But we're going to head right over, because coming up next, we're going to talk about circulation and vein support. We're getting our exercise.
We're getting our exercise. Yes, I didn't go to the gym today, so I'm getting steps going up and back here.
I did.
But I'm well, good for you. I'm very impressed. But I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to go between shows, and I try to do some form of exercise.
Do you go to the gym every day, or you do something?
Every single day. Yeah, I love to do things outdoors. I love to run trails. I love to mountain bike. I just like to do things outdoors. In fact, it's not unusual when Muriel and I visit her family. Say her family lives in Paris. It's not unusual for us, and people think we're crazy. We'll walk 5 miles to dinner, and then we'll walk 5 miles back from dinner.
Jeez.
So we'll walk 10 miles to going. But it's easy to do things like that there. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's
I
people
don't know
think,
how
as
I
I
feel
said,
if
people
Carlos
think we're
suggested
crazy.
Is that after a couple glasses of wine at dinner?
We'll have yes. In France, are you kidding? In France, they have a couple of glasses of wine at lunch.
You're right.
Not me, but that's normal there.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah, the French paradox, as they call it.
I know it. Well, you know what? And you never get a hangover from the French wine.
I probably don't drink enough to prove that point, and I'd rather not. So.
Well, me either.
I'll have to trust you on that one.
No, I'm just explaining. I've never had a headache ever from drinking wine in France. In France.
Yes. So
okay, let's
circulation
move right
and vein
along.
support.
Circulation and vein support.
What I was going to say is we have very limited amounts of this left. So although we planned on speaking about it again, I think this is going to be the last conversation we're going to have on our circulation and vein support, because I don't think we're going to be able to get more in.
Okay.
So this is a product that it's one of those products that we talked before with our omega-3s and calcium magnesium intensive care, how different it is when you use the product in terms of it being easy to swallow, won't upset your stomach. Most of us take omega-3s because our doctors have recommended it. We know we don't get them from our diet, but we're not necessarily specifically taking it to feel or to visibly see a difference. This is a product that when you read the reviews, it's not just about how different it is going down. What you read in the reviews here, it changes how the blood vessels in your legs look. It changes the appearance of the blood vessels in your legs. It changes the appearance of your feet, ankles, and calves if you have swelling that you notice at the end of the day. And it's sort of a normal condition, part of the human condition as we get older. But this is a product that can make a difference in an area that most of us think there's no difference that can be made. We think it's just part of the aging process and we're stuck with it. But this is a product that can make a profound difference. And I've been talking about it for over 15 years, probably close to 18 years now when we brought this ingredient. We were the first to bring this ingredient to America 18 years ago. So having brought this ingredient here, this is a product that if you read the reviews, the expectations are high. If you read the reviews, people are not disappointed.
Absolutely not. There you can see, I mean, there are over 2,000 perfect 5-star reviews. Out of 2,500 reviews, 2,200 of those are excellent reviews. So I want to show you real quickly what the choices are, because you'll see you can decide on a 30, a 60, a 180. The largest size is 360, of course. And you can see normally $129, $40 off tonight for the anniversary. So you save an extra $40, plus we'll divide that into flex pays for you if you want the largest one. If you take one a day, that's going to last almost a year. This is a life-changing product. And we say that, you know, with a lot of these products, they aren't just things you take and you just kind of know that intellectually they're good for you. This is a product you take it and you feel different and your legs look different when you take it. So you will notice a difference when you take this. And so if you stand a lot, if you sit a lot, if your job requires you to sit or you're sedentary, you sit a lot all day, that's terrible for our lower extremities. If you stand a lot, same deal. If you have a job that requires you to be on your feet a lot, this is a wonderful product for you to be taking because it makes a world of difference. Just if your legs feel heavy at the end of the day, if you feel like you're dragging around, if your feet, your ankles, your calves get more swollen, do you find your shoes get tighter at the end of the day because your legs and feet are more swollen? this is your product. We have flight attendants all over that tell us it's a godsend for them because, again, they're on their feet, they're flying, different altitudes, all of that. Amazing when you travel. For people who travel, find it helps tremendously. So teachers love this, nurses love this product. Anybody, again, who stands or sits a lot, you will be so happy that you start taking this when you feel differently and your legs look better, right? It makes sense.
And I'm going to read some reviews. I haven't read any reviews thus far, and they're always available at hsn.com. Easy to just scan through them on your mobile device. I think you could even arrange them by, you could look at the worst reviews if you want, the best reviews, the most recent reviews. You could just, it's just important, I think, to make an informed decision. I try to give information about the ingredients in the product, and the key ingredient in this product has more than half a century of scientific research. It's recommended by medical doctors in Europe for the healthy circulation of their patients' legs. It's just recommended by doctors there because it's a different system. It's regulated differently. Natural ingredient, it's derived from the rind of actually citrus fruit. So, but if we read a couple of the reviews here, and as I often say, some of these reviews are suitable for publication. They are beautifully written. But this is from Amber in Pennsylvania. Tears of joy. After reading dozens of reviews, I figured I had nothing to lose but to try this product. As an overweight female, age 60, I suffer with knee problems, and after 6 surgeries and looking at knee replacement, I was at wit's end. Over the years, I've been plagued with discomfort. It's difficult to be an active person when you have discomfort. So I got the bottle, took the capsules as directed, and I have noticed a huge difference. I feel like a new person, happier, sleeping better, moving more, and all around grateful for this product. If Andrew Lessman walked through my door right now, I would hug him. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feeling so grateful, and that's from Amber in Pennsylvania.
Has that ever happened?
By the way,
have perfect strangers ever come up and hugged you?
Oh, it happens all the time.
I bet it does.
I've had walking down the street, you know, in New York or something like that, and someone comes up to me and just gives me a hug or just takes a selfie and says, my husband's not going to believe I ran into you, or vice versa. It's just, it's funny.
That's so nice.
But no, and I always say, never hesitate to stop me. That most people are just nice and they don't want to disturb you. But I like to hear everyone's experience with my product, so don't hesitate when you see me or if you see me.
That's nice.
But
that's nice.
Well, it's great. Made my life so much better. I have suffered from swollen legs and ankles for some time and even had all kinds of tests to see why. Nothing ever showed up, so I was told just wear the heavy support hose. I was listening to Colleen and Andrew Lessman, and she made a comment that she and the other girls could not live without this supplement as they were on their feet all the time. I tried the circulation and vein support, and the problem went away. I wouldn't be without it.
Excellent.
So impressed. Andrew, I must say I'm so impressed with these. When I ordered them, I thought we will see if they do what everyone says. I truly could not tell a difference in my legs when I got off work. I truly could tell a major difference in my legs when I got off work. They felt so much better and were not as tight feeling. And most of all, my legs weren't bothering me. I missed taking them, and honestly, I could tell a big difference by the time I got home from work. I'm so thankful for these. You've made my legs feel so much better, and I could sleep at night without destroying my bed. No more kicking for me, from Ellie in Virginia. And that's great. Whether it's leg cramps or just issues at night, absolutely. It interferes with our sleep. Miracle in a bottle. There are actually hundreds of reviews that just refer to this as a miracle. It's science. I bought this when it was the Today Special. Oddly, I almost never listen to the vitamin presentations. It's okay. I won't take that personally. I was impressed by the overwhelmingly positive reviews, so I took advantage. There's nothing to lose with HSN's return policy, now through the end of January. Well, I did not see results in 3 days, more like a few weeks, but my left ankle has not looked normal in years until taking this product. No cramps and less fatigue. Like thousands of others, I cannot and will not be without this product. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again,
wonderful. It's
great from a skeptic.
Yeah.
Something we don't want to talk about. I ran out of the circulation and vein support and found out how important this supplement really is. This takes care of an area of the body that none of us really want to discuss, and that is our bottom. Yes, without the circulation vein support, my hemorrhoids returned. I am now taking them again and have seen dramatic improvements. Thank you, HSN, and especially Andrew, for bringing such wonderful products to us to enhance our health. Sandy in Arizona, by the way.
Interesting, because I guess those are veins.
It's exactly what it is. So as we make our circulation healthier, it affects not just the circulation in our legs, but the circulation sort of adjacent to our legs. So I could go through dozens of reviews here, but I encourage you to read them at hsn.com. This is a product that the results speak for themselves. The reviews speak very, very clearly. And the science, this product is based on science, and we've only improved it and made the price better over the years.
And I should tell you, we are down to the final few hundred in each choice here. We do not have a lot of this left at all. So depending on the size you'd like, most people are ordering the 360. That is the most limited, but we do have all four choices.
Two capsules daily.
Free. There you go.
You don't need to take more. 2 capsules daily follows the original research and the science, and that delivers the results. And again, if you read the reviews at hsn.com, it's not like the majority of reviews are good reviews. Over 80% of the reviews are perfect 5-star reviews. And mind you, some people don't give 5 stars to anything. 4-star for them is the highest review. So to think that 4- and 5-star reviews on this product are well over 90%.
That's it. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Don't hang up. We are busy taking your calls on that, and I should point out that, as I said, that is it's very limited. With everybody ordering, there's only a few more than 1,000 total bottles left. So I hope you treat yourself if you'd like. Coming up next, kind of excited about this, we're going to talk about healthy hair, skin, and nails. I actually
this is like a greatest hits show.
It is. I talked about this briefly last night in my host pick show. We had a little healthy hair, skin, and nails that we chatted about because I was doing a beauty segment. I had to include my favorite beauty product because, believe it or not, the vitamin, for those of us who take it, it becomes an absolute essential part of your beauty regimen, and frankly, it is the biggest beauty bargain money can buy because it's going to help you have better hair, better skin, and better nails. Let me show you what the choices are real quickly, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to try it or if you want to stock up, because the price is excellent for those of you that need, if your bottle's getting low and you need to restock it. Here we go. You can do a 50, a 100, a 250, or a 500 capsule supply here. Look at that, anniversary price, 500 capsules, boom, $79.90. That is wow. This is 21st anniversary pricing, so 40, 20, 10, or $5 off. But I have to say, to get that many capsules for $80, that is a beautiful thing. And you can do your first flex payment and we'll get it home. The key to this is that you are going to see a difference. This is one of the best reviewed beauty products we have ever sold. In fact, there are over 4,000 perfect 5-star reviews on this product. 4,600 excellent reviews, over 4,000 perfect on a beauty product. I mean, and keep in mind, this is a beauty product that is promising better hair, better skin, and better nails. So that covers the gamut. When you think of the money we spend on all of those categories, and the fact that this one little capsule a day, or 2 capsules depending on how many you take a day, it can make such a profound difference. Because, and when you have better hair, guess what? All your products work better. And when you have better skin, all of your beauty products work better. Same with your nails. So it just makes sense to make this small investment, because then the investment we're making in all of those other products also makes more sense.
Originally, the product was 2 capsules a day. You had to take 2 capsules a day, and it had 500 micrograms of biotin, as well as another dozen plus ingredients. Today, you get 4,000 micrograms of biotin in 2 capsules. So I'd say now, probably half the people using this product take 1 capsule daily. And today it's lower priced than it was when I introduced this almost 20 years ago. And what's amazing is that 1 capsule is about, in the large size at least, is about 15 cents. So for a little more than a dime, you get the remarkable benefits of this product every day. So in other words, if you're taking this for a month, I mean, I was saying this the other day, when you go to those, get one of those blended coffee drinks, it could be $5 or $6. A smoothie can be $5 or $6. That would be more than a month of this product. So as effective, as powerful as this product is, don't let how reasonable the price is mislead you. Also, I know one of the most common things I read in the reviews, there's a lot of products that have been promoted for these benefits in the past. And they've been incredibly disappointing. Products that deliver biotin don't deliver the biotin they state on the label. It's not bioavailable, meaning that your body can't use it as well as it should. So there's just been tremendous disappointment, so people won't try this, or they wait so long to try this, and when they do, they say, gosh, I should have tried it sooner. But it's almost natural that it takes a while to decide to try this because we've all been so disappointed for so long. What's great about here, unlike a supermarket or a pharmacy or a health food store, you get an absolute money-back guarantee, and not a 30-day money-back guarantee, but today it's about a 100-day money-back guarantee. So you have plenty of time, more than 100 days, you have plenty of time to really experience the benefits of this product because it really will support those tissues. They're all part of the largest system in our body. That system is not just the largest, it's the only one that never stops growing. So not only does our body have to maintain and repair them, our body also has to constantly grow them. That's an enormous amount of work, the nutrients for which aren't part of our diet. So when you deliver them in a product like this, and I'm not aware of another product that works as well as this, you see a difference, and that's what this delivers.
You really do. That's the best part. And the bottom line is, this is a chance for you to try it at a great anniversary price. You get 3.5 months to see if it works. So because we've extended that return policy, you won't return this. And the reason I know that is because not only is it Andrew's top sellers, one of his absolute top selling products, it is one of his top reorder products and top reviewed products. So it's a home run. And in the beauty world, because it's very subjective, we are all different. I might have a favorite cream or serum that may work for me and wouldn't work for you, and vice versa. We're all different when it comes to using topical products. But when it comes to giving your body the ingredients it needs to manufacture hair, skin, and nails.
Same biochemistry.
Exactly. That's what you taught us. This is non-discriminatory. It doesn't matter your age, your nationality, right? You give your body these ingredients, it's going to do a better job manufacturing more beautiful hair, skin, and nails.
Whatever our age, whatever our ethnicity, whatever our gender, we all share that same biochemistry. We all share the same challenges with that biochemistry as we get older. Because like every tissue and system in our body, the system that the biggest system in our body, the integumentary system, which our hair, skin, and nails comprises, that system is the largest system in our body that constantly keeps growing. Like everything, it doesn't work as well as we get older, so that constant growth is a demand that our body struggles to maintain. And when we deliver the nutrients that we require, we could blame our parents for the genetic blueprint we have, that it might be less than ideal. Maybe our skin wrinkles more easily than it should, maybe our nails don't grow as healthily as we'd like, or our hair might not be as thick or as healthy as we would like. But whatever that blueprint is, when you give your body the raw materials it needs, the tools it needs to do that very difficult work, it can do it better. We basically get done what we're doing in life, not really giving our body the tools it requires. That's why a product like this is 90+% positively reviewed. If this product didn't deliver, you'd bet there would be a lot of disappointed people with a lot of disappointed reviews. And the positive reviews outnumber the negative reviews about 20 to 1. I mean, and that's, I always have to emphasize this because people assume, even my own friends assume, that we remove the bad reviews over time. We don't. The only time we'll touch a review is if it had profanity in it or something like that, and then we just edit it. But the reviews stay there in all their glory, whether they're gloriously positive or negative. They all stay.
They do, but virtually every single Andrew Lessman product is reviewed excellently. Every one of his products becomes a customer pick, and if it doesn't, he will change it. I mean, that's the bottom line. He makes sure that these products deliver, and this one does. And that's the key. I want to show you the choices one more time. That 500, I don't know how many of these we have left, but to get 500 capsules for $79, that seems like a today's special type price on this.
No, the original
amazing.
size was $360, and it was more expensive. And we give 8 times more biotin. So like so many of my products, the only thing that happens over time is they become better and better value. And part of that is because of everyone out there. When these products become a favorite, we're able to purchase the raw materials better, we're able to make the raw materials and to make the product better. So everything about a product's popularity enables me to make it even more affordably over time. So literally just over $0.10 a capsule in the large size. And as I said, now now, 1 or 2 capsules daily, it's about 50-50. I take 2 capsules daily, but I'd say most people I know are now leaning toward 1 capsule daily.
I take 1, Carlos takes 2. So it's up to you. I used to take, when I first started taking it, in fact, when you get it, I would start taking 2 in the beginning.
Great idea.
Because you're just gonna see faster results. But I had to literally like slow it down because my hair grows so fast. My nails are ridiculous. I have to like literally cut these nails. They just grow like a weed, which I'm not complaining because at my age, I am so happy that it's all still working.
But that's a great suggestion because it's a good way, of course, with a money-back guarantee. You have 100+ days right now, so you have plenty of time. Typically, our money-back guarantee is 30 days, but for the holidays, you get to take advantage of that kind of gift-giving money-back guarantee, so you have over 100 days. So start with 2 capsules a day for, say, the first month. You'll see the benefits, and once the benefits settle in, see if you could retain all of those benefits at just 1 capsule a day, and I suspect you will, which makes this incredibly affordable at just a little over $0.10 a capsule.
Here we go. And then something that works hand in hand with this is your phytoceramides with biotin also in the formula.
We put a little bit of biotin in the phytoceramides, the same amount as our original hair, skin, and nails, 500 micrograms, just in case you're not getting biotin. But phytoceramides are an ingredient. Great science. We introduced this recently. It's an ingredient that's involved with the skin moisturization system inside your body. Your body uses fatty acids and fatty-related compounds to keep the skin moist internally. So the best way to keep your skin moist isn't by slathering things on the outside. Hydrating yourself and giving your body the molecules that keep your skin system, your moisturizing system working. Omega-3s and phytoceramides. That's the key to giving your body the tools it needs to keep those tissues moist and retain the moisture, because you can't deliver moisture from the outside. You deliver moisture by hydrating, and a lot of folks, it's something we talked about the other day. As we get older, both men and women, we often struggle with our bladder, kidneys, urinary tract. We don't want to wake up at night, so we drink less and less fluid. As we drink less and less fluid, that's the key to keeping our skin moist and plump and just having that youthful, keeping it hydrating, having that youthful glow. Also, it's very important at night that we stay adequately hydrated, because if we're adequately hydrated, our blood flows better. Our blood at night, our heart rate slows down, our blood pressure tends to decrease. So we want our blood could become more sticky. We want our blood flowing well at night, so we always want to be well hydrated. So even if that means we might have to wake up and do what we need to do, it's important to always be hydrated.
Very good tip. All right, I know we're going to wrap this up. If you're ordering it, thank you very much. This hour is flying by. In fact, we're about 6 minutes away from a new day on the East Coast, which means our new Today specials. We have 2 big ones coming up for you, and that's happening in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Because now we're going to talk about heart health with Cholesteracare, I just wanted to finish up on that topic with hydration, because for many of us, if we're having steak or meat at night, those are things, the saturated fats within them will tend to make our blood kind of stickier. It will make our blood more likely to clot, things like that, not flow as readily. Omega-3 fatty acids tend to do just the opposite. So it's important, if you say have red meat, always make sure that you're getting your omega-3 fatty acids, because it can help to counteract that process. And again, as I said, it's important to be hydrated, because being hydrated ensures that our blood keeps flowing as well as possible, because at night we want to make sure that we continue that process. That's
excellent. All right, we do want to talk about Cholesteracare briefly, because this is another product talking about heart health, and we have the natural Cholesteracare. This is an example of something people sometimes discover and realize, that there is a natural alternative to lowering your cholesterol. And this is plant sterol, so it's completely safe. It's obviously 100% healthy. And the best part about it is we have it super affordable today. People love this. It's another huge customer pick, because this is when you get to measure those results. You know when you have your cholesterol checked, whether it's working or not. 60, 180, 360, or a 720. And you're going to be taking this every day. You're going to be taking it with meals every day, so you may want to stock up on the largest choice. It's only $139.90 today. You're saving $60 off, depending on the size. Everything is obviously at special pricing, but if you know you're going to be taking this every single day, and you will be, and you just take it with meals, right? Take a couple with
You
two meals.
Well, you eat 2 meals a day. You take 1 capsule, say 1 capsule with your 2 largest meals of the day, 2 capsules a day. You could take more. You could take even up to 4 or 5 capsules a day, but you'll get the maximum benefits if you take 1 capsule with each meal, 2 capsules with a particularly large meal. And most folks think when we talk about this that it's an ingredient, like they'll often say about nutritional supplements, that it supports healthy cholesterol levels. No, this doesn't support healthy cholesterol levels. You should look at the language on the screen. This ingredient can actually lower total cholesterol, lower LDL cholesterol, that's the bad cholesterol, that it is an ingredient that there's been an exception carved out by the Food and Drug Administration where we actually get to make what is pretty much a drug claim in terms of supporting heart health, not just supporting heart health, but actually helping to reduce the risk of heart disease by lowering total and LDL cholesterol. And I was just going to read some of the basic charts here. We have some great quotes and the reviews. Again, we have reviews that talk about cholesterol reduction, and that's what this product does. But plant sterols, like those in Cholesterol, have long been clinically established and now FDA approved to help reduce the risk of heart disease by reducing total and LDL cholesterol levels. These work perfectly with any cholesterol-lowering drug because they work differently. Cholesterol-lowering drugs affect your liver, which if you're taking them, you need to take CoQ10 because they also lower CoQ10. The natural plant sterols present in Cholesterol safely reduce both total and LDL cholesterol levels and do so without any risk or side effects. Diet is the cornerstone of any cholesterol reduction plan, and plant sterols are diet's most potent tool for cholesterol reduction. Cholesterol structure is so similar to that of cholesterol that it can block up to 40% of cholesterol absorption, healthy and also bile salt reabsorption. Healthy diets, when combined with plant sterols, have the capacity to lower LDL cholesterol levels by 28 to 35%, which is almost like a cholesterol-lowering drug. So incredibly powerful tools. You could combine them with cholesterol-lowering drugs, or if, say, you can't tolerate those medications, this becomes an incredibly powerful tool.
There we go. I know we have one more thing we want to squeeze in here real quickly for you. I think we're going to talk about, are we going to do glucosamine real quick,
We
Stephen?
won't have time.
Okay.
We won't have time to talk about.
Do you want to mention it, or should we wait and do it tomorrow night, maybe?
We'll try to do glucosamine and chondroitin tomorrow night.
Okay.
And again, when we talk about that, ours is a different product, so it's important to hear the discussion because it's actually a different form than you find in stores.
Excellent. Was this the fastest hour ever?
Whenever I'm here, it's like you go certain places. I remember in school, the clock would seem to go backwards. It would,
Right, to stop. You think it was broken?
Whereas here, you look at it, it was the same time.
Right, exactly.
But here, it's funny. Hopefully, it's the same for you at home. but as I was coming on here, Muriel's in the green room, and she said she was going to turn the volume louder because when she listens to me, I make her go to sleep. So.
You should see, we should have a camera back there. She is so cute. She's got her little pillow and her little blankie. And she's just, oh, you're right. We probably put her right to sleep.
I'm not sure if she prefers sleeping through my shows or she likes coming on. She'll come on tomorrow when we talk, I think, about oatmeal.
Oh, good. So. She's so cute. Well, anyway, if you do have a minute to go read the reviews, because this is one that people who have high cholesterol have to work on their cholesterol.
Only 100 or 2 in each size. And again,
very
no
limited.
side effects. No warnings. I really encourage you to read the reviews. And this is one of those products that in black and white, you see the results with a blood test. So this is something, and we have reviews where reductions anywhere from 10% to 40%, and hundreds of reviews talking about the benefits of this. So it's a reliable product. The FDA wouldn't have approved it for this benefit if it had any safety risks at all, which it does not, or if it didn't deliver its benefits reliably, which it does.
And isn't it true that even if you're already taking a cholesterol-lowering medication, that this does not interfere with that?
As I was saying that before, that those work in your liver by inhibiting an enzyme that's involved in the production of cholesterol. What this does is this blocks the absorption of cholesterol and the reabsorption of bile salts. So even if you don't eat cholesterol at all, this still can lower your cholesterol levels. And it does it naturally. It does it using the tools that a vegetarian diet uses to lower cholesterol. Vegetarian diet both has the absence of cholesterol and the fact that they're high in plant sterols, which blocks the reabsorption of bile salts. So this just uses a tool that we discovered in a healthy diet and delivers it to all of us who might not have that healthy a diet. So you get the benefits of that healthy diet in terms of cholesterol reduction. And by the way, what I should have mentioned is we have a product called Fiber Mucil. When you combine Fiber Mucil with this product, it lowers cholesterol even more effectively, which even our Fiber Mucil on its own helps to lower cholesterol. Also, of course, supports regularity, promotes regularity, and also no stomach upset. But Fiber Mucil combined with Cholesterol, even better cholesterol reduction.
Yep, 4.3 is the average out of perfect 5. And you know that these are people, you know that this works. You get to go have your cholesterol checked. So have your cholesterol checked, start taking this product, go back and have it checked again, and see if you don't start seeing those great results.
Out of a little over, out of 700 plus reviews, 650 were 4 or 5 stars.
That's right.
I think the reason why it's 4.3, there were probably just a handful of people who gave it 1 star. It didn't work for them, but nonetheless, still 90% of the people using it reviewed it positively.
That's right.
So it's
great.
It's a remarkable product.
It's certainly worth to try it. A natural alternative to lowering your cholesterol. It's as easy as taking one little capsule with a meal twice a day. And that's how easy this is to, so even if you're trying to get a spouse to be more diligent about working on their cholesterol, this is an easy way to do it.
Over the holidays, when we tend to throw a little caution to the wind, how about if over the holidays you throw the caution to the wind, but this becomes an opportunity to lower total and LDL cholesterol. And I think it's something with a 100+ day money back guarantee. You have plenty of time to get a cholesterol test